Okay, so this is just going to be a review of what we've just done. So, as you see from the fast forward clip, we just got the bubblegum scene, which is just about to play here. So, we had two of the parts which were pre-recorded in the Foley session in the studio. We used Joe's sound effect when he blew up the bubble, and then we've got him chewing as well, which are these two bits. We then realised that there wasn't actually a popping sound which was recorded, so we went to go on Free Sound Project to download one, but at the minute we can't access it, so...
Because the website appears to be down.
The BMC guest network isn't allowing you to download for some reason, so we improvised, and Jordan made a popping sound with her mouth.
I did.
Which works. So that's quite good. We also got a video clip of Jordan actually making the sound as well, which will be on this clip. Laid over the top. So then we went on to do the walking sound. So shall I turn the effect off?
Yeah.
So we added some EQ effect and we changed the volume. So this is the raw sound. Which, as you can tell, has got quite a lot of high frequency sound passing through. So with the EQ, as you can see, we upped the bass and dropped the high frequency, so from 0 Hz upwards it basically fades out. And with the volume we just touched it down a little bit and added like a fade in, which will help bridge the two sounds over the atmosphere and the helicopter sound. So if we play that. So that's what we've just done.
So the addition of the EQ on that gives the Foley in that more depth to the whole ship in general.
We thought about adding reverb sound onto it as well, but we actually got that Foley was recorded by hitting the side of an oven, so the cavity in between the oven actually give it natural reverb. So as you can hear, there's quite a lot of reverb between it as it is.
And also, just popping back over to the bubblegum quickly, the effects that we put on it, we didn't really have to put much on it, did we?
No, with the pop we changed it slightly, give it a little bit of reverb, a tiny amount, and just up the size of the room a little bit, just to give it a little bit more of a natural sound inside a spaceship. And then again we changed the EQ, dropped the high frequency down a little bit and up the bass. So a bit more of a natural pop rather than a high pitch. But once the atmosphere sound's added on, that'll sound a lot more natural. Anything to add?
No, I think we covered it.
So now we're going to start a scene which is basically where the captain, the main man, is doing something inside what looks like a suit. It's adjusting something. So we have tinkering sound, which I think this one's that one. That one's back.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so if we just drag and drop. And then if we match with his hand.
that. I think that goes well. Because you can't see his whole hand entirely, so.
Should we pitch it down to see what it sounds like? Because it's quite a high, tinny sound.
Take away those because there's quite a few high bangs in that, like high metallic-y.
Lost it, didn't it?
Yeah.
So that means like majority of the sound here is
Very high frequency.
So if we use the pitch, and just take it down.
I think that matches a little bit better than the high. There's just a little bit of a ting in there, isn't there? I don't really quite know how to explain that sound. Can you hear it? I liked it before. Yeah, like that.
Need to sort that out in college.
I like that one. That one's good.
Maybe take a little bit off the EQ. Yeah, up the volume.
No.
Okay, just leave it at that. Pretty. Should we leave that sound over a couple of seconds because it looks like she's watching him?
Yeah, I think it should.
But just drop the volume a little bit so it's like more distant.
That's a good idea.
So what to there? Or maybe only halfway. So if we...
I reckon we should bring in the other tinkering clip and chop it down, just so it's not as repetitive.
Just see if that works. It's not long enough, so I think you're right. If we take that out. What about if we layered over the two, maybe?
Possibly. It's not very long, is it?
So again, we need to change the pitch and everything on that.
I can't remember what the figures were for it.
It's two different clips, so it doesn't matter too much if it's...
beginning bit. It's so funny on that second clip.
I hate this. Just like that and see if that makes any difference. 85.
That sounds so much better, slowed down.
Should we slow this one down as well to see what it sounds like?
Yeah, can do.
Does it sound better or not? I think leave that one.
Yeah. That one's alright. As it was.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think we should have like a fade on that.
Yeah, so if we bring it up to the... Whereabouts should we have the fade, or should we just have it distant throughout?
Distant throughout, but fade it at the end. Because it just cuts off. I don't like it when it just cuts off.
That would sound okay with other sounds as well, because you're probably
Yeah.
not going to hear all that much of it.
No, we'd probably, you know, with the helicopter sound and the atmospheric
you're not-
sounds, that would just kind of overtake that anyway.
Yeah.
Or we
So
assumed
about-
it would.
Halfway here,
Yeah.
it's going to cross over,
Okay.
and it'll help to bridge the two sounds together. So that's that scene done, tinkering. You happy with that?
I'm happy with that. Let's save.